What if one river decided whether your kingdom survived or starved each year? In the fertile lands near Oraiyur, the Cauvery River shaped every farmer's destiny. During calm seasons, the river fed rice fields across the Cauvery Delta. But when monsoon rains arrived, the same river turned fierce and unpredictable. Floodwaters spread quickly, destroying crops and damaging homes built along its banks. Farmers feared dark clouds more than invading armies. Could a kingdom truly prosper while living at nature's mercy? Karikala Chola, ruler of the Chola kingdom, faced this question directly. He had won battles, expanded trade, and strengthened cities across southern India. But could even a powerful king command a river? One devastating flood season forced Karikala to visit the riverbank personally. He watched farmers stand silently before water that erased months of labor. His chief engineer, Adhavan Perundhachan, stood beside him studying the current carefully. Karikala asked quietly, "Can the river be guided instead of feared?" Adhavan replied, "We cannot stop it, but perhaps we can redirect it." Redirect a monsoon river without cement, steel, or machines? Many nobles warned the king that such ambition could ruin the kingdom. If the structure failed, public trust would collapse along with the stones. Yet Karikala believed leadership required calculated risk, not comfortable safety. Construction began near a village called Kallanai along the wide riverbed. Massive uncut granite stones were dragged from quarries using ropes and manpower. Workers entered flowing water, struggling to balance heavy stones against strong currents. Without cement, each stone relied only on weight and precise placement. Would gravity alone be strong enough against monsoon force? The first layer stretched slowly across the river's shallow rocky base. Adhavan measured slope and depth repeatedly, adjusting placement with careful calculation. Clouds gathered earlier than expected that season. Rain began falling harder each passing day. The Cauvery rose quickly and struck the half-built structure. For a moment, it seemed the river had chosen to fight back. Water slammed against raised sections, pushing smaller stones out of alignment. Gaps appeared and panic spread among workers struggling in the storm. Officials urged Karikala to abandon the project before greater disaster followed. If the dam collapsed, it would prove nature could not be challenged. That night, a large section shifted under intense pressure. Adhavan realized they had built too high in certain areas, and the river's force increased where resistance was strongest. What if the answer was not height but width? What if water should pass gently instead of being blocked? Karikala ordered immediate redesign, even if it meant dismantling completed sections. The new design spread stones wide and low across the riverbed. The structure curved slightly, allowing force to distribute evenly. Instead of stopping water, it would divide and guide its flow. Could cooperation with nature succeed where confrontation failed? Workers rebuilt tirelessly, layer by layer, adjusting each stone carefully. The structure now stretched nearly 329 meters across the Cauvery. Canals were carved along both banks to carry diverted water. Another monsoon approached, darker and heavier than before, and villagers gathered anxiously as thunder echoed across the plains. The river rose again, racing towards the completed stone barrier. Water struck the structure, but this time it did not explode violently. Instead, the flow split smoothly, part moving forward, part entering canals. The wide base absorbed pressure and remained steady beneath roaring currents. Farmers watched in disbelief as water moved into fields in controlled streams. The structure had not defeated the river, it had understood it. Over seasons, irrigation stabilized agriculture across the Cauvery Delta. Rice production increased, strengthening the Chola economy and food security. Centuries later, Sir Arthur Cotton studied the structure and expanded its canals. Nearly 1800 years on, the Kallanai still diverts the Cauvery's flow. If ancient builders achieved this without modern tools, what might we accomplish today?